Hi guys, this is Justin with Duraclutch, and today we're going to do the install of our RXS by Duraclutch kit on this 2025 General. So for this kit, to gain access to the clutches is pretty easy. I did pull the tire off, but you certainly don't need to. It's just for ease in the video. So the first thing really that you need to do is to loosen this hose clamp so you can pull this off. And then it's to remove all of these outer bolts. I've taken them all out already, except for the last couple here. Once you have those out, this cover will fall off pretty easy. Then you have access to the clutches. From there, we're going to be removing both clutches, primary and secondary, the belt, and both pieces of hardware here, and none of it is going to get reused. The puller for this primary clutch we're going to use is SVI part number 99-012. Then we're going to take the bolt off the secondary clutch. Then there, everything is loose. We're going to be able to take that off and put everything to the side. So once we have that done, if this is a brand new machine, so these are all clean, but if it's a used machine or something that's been fairly dirty, it would be to clean all these shafts up really nicely with degreaser and stuff like that, so that you can get any debris or dust or dirt off of them. And then from here, we're ready to go ahead and put the RXS kit on. We're going to start with the secondary clutch. The kit does come with a number of shims. We always recommend first, as it says in the install instructions, there's one thicker shim. So we're going to put that on first. And we're going to put 3 of the thinner shims on after that. And then we're going to go ahead and slide the secondary clutch on. Right now we have it in park. If you can't get the secondary clutch to slide all the way on, you could put it into high gear or low gear or something like that to lock this shaft, and it'll be easier to slide that on. For now, we're not going to put any Loctite or anything on this. We're just going to tighten this up, and then we'll check alignment, and once we have that verified, then we'll go ahead and Loctite this bolt. From there, once we have the secondary on, next thing we're going to do is to take the belt and put that on. This spreader tool comes in the kit, so all you're going to do, put the belt on so you can read it. Over the secondary. And then you can take the spreader tool here and open it up and start pulling and putting pressure, so you pull the belt down into the clutch. Once that's like that, we're good to grab the primary clutch, right through the belt, onto the shaft. And this is the new hardware that's going to be for the primary clutch. The torque spec on this primary clutch is going to be 60 foot-pounds, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. We do have a holding tool for this primary clutch that we offer, so we're going to go ahead and use that. This is available on our website. So with the holding tool on here, this will be fairly easy to get to the 60 foot-pounds. If you don't have the tool, you can hold it a few different ways, but that is the recommended way to do it without any damage. So now after we have this torqued, we'll pull the tool off the secondary here and get it off the primary as well. And then since our machine right now is still in park, we're able to spin this, and if we can spin the secondary, it's going to put tension on that belt. So now that we have this just temporarily tightened down, this is torqued down, we're going to go ahead and start the machine in park and see if our secondary clutch rotates or not, and that'll let us know how our alignment looks. Okay, so as you can see, that clutch did not rotate at all or have any movement. That tells us alignment is good. If it was spinning slowly or spinning quickly, that would tell us that in both cases alignment could be adjusted. We do have another separate video for how to adjust alignment. So now that we know that's good, we're going to pull this bolt back out and we're going to apply Loctite and torque it down. We use Loctite Blue 243. This does come in the kit. So once we have that there, 45 foot-pounds, you can do it by holding it. If you have somebody else to do it, and hold it and you can tighten it down, it works pretty good. Otherwise, you can use this tool to spread the secondary. That also works pretty well to hold this on if you're one person trying to torque it down. Again, 45 foot-pounds on the secondary. So now that those are both torqued down, our bell tension is set, we've checked alignment, we know that's good. We're ready to reinstall the outer cover and get it all buttoned back up. Okay, so once your cover bolts are back on, you just got to snug them up just so the outer cover hits the inner cover. It's going into a plastic housing in the back, so you don't want to strip those out. So once those are all installed, this hose can come back out. Just slide back on. Tighten that down. And then the last couple things that come in the kit is going to be the decals here we'll show you, and then this filter also that goes up under the hood. So the last component of the kit is going to be this filter, and this is for the clutch air intake under the hood. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. Do those couple clips there, just twist them to get this off. Your clutch air intake is going to be on this right side, and we're going to drill a hole in the top of it just to help with airflow. We say 1.5 inch full. I only have 1.25 inch today, so that's what we're going to use, which is just fine. On the back side of this, it's open, and so we're going to take a rag and shove that in there, and that's going to keep all those pieces from when we drill that hole from falling down in there. You can vacuum these up, blow them out, whatever. So with that hole drilled, this is ready to go on. And this just helps to keep dust and dirt out of that intake coming from up under the hood here. So once that's on, it's all cleaned up, this is good to go. Hood can go back on, and that concludes the install of the RXS Duraclutch kit. If after completing this install you have any questions or you feel like it's having issues with the kit or something like that, you can go ahead and give us a call or send us an email on our website.